Many men believe a false narrative as they blow past their sixth decade. They look in the mirror, notice the graying temples, and assume their romantic viability has completely evaporated. They assume the only way to remain relevant is to flash a thick wallet. They buy expensive sports cars they do not enjoy driving. They squeeze into trendy clothing that fits poorly. Some even resort to painful cosmetic procedures to mimic youth. This is a tragic misunderstanding of what truly draws people together. Genuine attraction does not require you to pretend you are 30 years younger. It does not demand that you act as a walking bank account. The belief that you must buy attention is a lie propagated by modern consumer culture. It is time to dismantle this illusion once and for all. True magnetism comes from an entirely different source. At 60, you possess an invisible superpower that younger men simply cannot replicate. You have survived decades of trials, triumphs, heartbreaks, and victories. This history gives you a profound depth of character that cannot be bought. Women are naturally drawn to the grounded presence of a man who has lived. They crave the stability that comes from a path that is well-traveled. Your life experience has cultivated a deep emotional intelligence. You know how to listen because you are no longer trying to prove yourself. Your calm demeanor acts as a sanctuary in a chaotic world. While younger men are anxious and erratic, you offer a steady harbor. This grounded energy is incredibly rare and highly captivating. It is your ultimate competitive edge. The single most transformative concept you can master is outcome independence. This mindset means you are completely detached from the result of any interaction. You do not speak to a woman to get her phone number. You do not buy her a drink to win her affection. You do not share a story to earn her laugh. Instead, you interact simply for the joy of the present moment. Your happiness is already secure within yourself. When you do not need anything from a woman, you project immense value. This lack of neediness is incredibly refreshing. It signals that you are complete on your own. You become a person of high value because you do not beg for validation. Your peace cannot be bought, bartered, or negotiated. You are the prize. The most frequent error mature men make is pursuing women with desperate energy. When you chase, you signal that you believe you are of lesser value. You run after them, hoping they will stop and notice you. This dynamic immediately creates imbalance. It positions you as a supplicant begging for attention. Chasing manifests as constant texting, over-complimenting, and modifying your schedule to fit hers. It is a subtle form of control that actually pushes women away. Instead, you must learn to stand still in your own value. Let your presence be the invitation. When you focus on creating a fascinating life, others naturally want to join you. You must become the flame, not the moth that beats desperately against the glass. Another trap is letting a woman's response dictate how you feel about yourself. If she smiles, you feel like a king. If she looks away, your confidence crumbles. This emotional roller coaster is exhausting and highly visible. Women can instantly sense when a man's self-esteem is fragile. It suggests that you lack a solid internal foundation. When you seek validation, you put her on a pedestal. This forces her to look down on you. No woman wants to look down on the man she desires. Your worth was established long before she entered the room. You have built a life, survived hardships, and gained wisdom. Do not hand over the keys to your self-respect to a stranger. You must remain the master of your own emotional domain. Too many men over 60 try to compete in the wrong arena. They enter social environments and try to match the physical stamina or youthful bravado of younger men. They talk about their fitness routines excessively. They try to adopt youthful slang or hang out in loud, chaotic venues. This is a battle you are destined to lose, and it looks incredibly insecure. You cannot outshine the youth of a 25-year-old man, but they cannot match your depth, your poise, or your sophisticated understanding of the world. Play the game where you hold all the high cards. Focus on deep conversation, quiet confidence, and refined tastes. Step off the racetrack of youth and stand firmly on the high ground of maturity. Your silence should carry more weight than their noise. To put these principles into action, you must implement a specific daily protocol. Start by entering every room with the assumption that you are already welcome. When you speak to an attractive woman, speak as if you are talking to an old friend. Eliminate all pressure from your voice and body language. Keep your physical movements slow and deliberate. When she speaks, listen with absolute focus, but do not nod your head excessively to show agreement. Keep your posture relaxed. If she leaves the conversation, let her go with a warm smile and no regret. If she stays, enjoy the exchange without trying to steer it toward a specific goal. This relaxed indifference creates a magnetic vacuum that naturally pulls people toward you. It is the art of effortless presence. Consider the case of a mature man named Julian who lives in the coastal town of Oak Haven. Julian is 64, with silver hair and simple, well-fitted clothing. One evening, he sat at a quiet corner table in a local art gallery, reading a book. An attractive woman named Clara stood nearby, looking at a sculpture. Instead of rushing over with a rehearsed pickup line, Julian remained comfortable in his seat. When Clara made eye contact, he offered a warm, polite nod and went back to his reading. Intrigued by his relaxed composure, Clara eventually walked over and asked his opinion on the artwork. Julian did not try to impress her with grand stories or display his wealth. He spoke calmly, shared a brief, amusing observation, and listened attentively to her thoughts. Throughout the conversation, Julian remained entirely unconcerned with whether she liked him or not. He was comfortable in his own skin, fully enjoying the moment. He did not ask for her number or try to prolong the interaction when she prepared to leave. When Clara suggested they grab a coffee sometime, Julian smiled, handed her his personal card, and let her make the next move. His emotional state remained completely steady.